In this video, we're gonna be talking about some Freewell products, but this is not just any ordinary Freewell product. This is the exclusive filters for the Mavic 3. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Eddie, aka Mr. Eddie Nunez, and I am a drone content creator. But in 2023, that's gonna change. It's gonna be more of a hybrid content creator here in New York City. I'm gonna start talking about the cameras that I use and etc. So today I have the Mavic 3 Classic with me here today. I actually have two drones with me. I have the Cine and the Classic. And today's video is all about Freewell and these filters. I really wanna thank DroneWorks, Zach, Ken, and team for sending me over the Mavic 3 and allowing me to test this incredible drone. The Mavic 3 Classic, I should say, is what they sent over. These drones are just fantastic aircrafts. I think the best drones that DJI has ever made to date, and I know that it will continue to get better. But today we're gonna be unboxing and talking about filters, specifically Freewell's filters. So now I'm gonna be very honest up front. I'm gonna let you know that I'm not really going to showcase a lot of B-roll and aerial footage of the Mavic 3 with filters installed. I think by this point, anyone that's really watching this video, or even new pilots, understand the importance of filters and why you need to have it. So I think we're beyond the stage of let me show you how to use a filter. Filter is very important to have when you want to get that cinematic sequence correct, when you want to use that 180-degree rule, which is, you want to double your frame rate. So if you're shooting 30, you want to be 1/60. But you can't do that without putting sunglasses. That's what I like to call filters, sunglasses. So I'm not going to demonstrate examples of it. However, what I will share with you is if there's any casting or tint that these filters will provide to your camera, to your footage, to your video. So sometimes when you add filters over your lens, you get some sort of casting. Well, you get either a tint, usually it's a blue tint, or sometimes you even get a dark casting around the edges of your video. So, we're gonna be testing this out today and letting you know. But I definitely did wanna unpack this incredible package that Freewell sent me here. As you can see, they sent me the all-day 8-pack, which is the ND8 1632-64, and as well as that same series of filters, but in a polarized version. Polarized filters are very important to have, especially when you want to remove some of that reflection, some of that glare from water or glass. I can, definitely leverage this when shooting over the water on a sunny day, or even shooting like buildings when the sun is reflecting. Here in New York City, we have a lot of glass buildings, and this will definitely come in handy. This pack is really all you need for your Mavic 3 Classic. This covers it all. We also have here the UV filter. So UV filter is very important to have on your Mavic 3, especially if you want to kind of eliminate some of that weird lighting condition that you may get. Sometimes we see those little green dots on your lens. This may help with that. We'll test that out. So here now we have the light pollution reduction filter, and this is an incredible filter at night. I hear sometimes you get a lot of haze, not necessarily haze, but over the city you get a lot of pollution in your video, and this will definitely help you remove some of that noise and some of that distortion that you'll see. And then finally, an ND1000. Now you may ask, why do I need an ND1000? An ND1000 comes in very handy for long exposure shots, whether you're over water, like by a beachfront, and you want to get that creamy water, or even like doing a hyperlapse and you're over traffic, etc., and you want to get some long exposure. This will help you in the daytime capture some of that footage. So let's go ahead and unbox this, and let me just show you some B-roll of the filters. We have the light pollution filter, we got the UV filter, we have the ND1000, and we have the all-day pack. Oh my God, I'm so impressed with the packaging itself on this Freewell kit that they sent me. Unbelievable. Let's get into the Mavic 3 now, and let's really talk about some of the uses for these filters. All right, so we have the ND16 installed on the Mavic 3 Classic, and I just noticed that I was in manual focus, so I hope that my previous talking headshot was in focus. If not, you're gonna see a lot of B-roll. Here we have it. We have the Mavic 3 Classic, and we also have the Mavic 3 Cine. So we got both drones. And as you can see, I'm a huge Freewell fan. So you're gonna see a lot of B-roll on me. So we have the ND16 installed. And like I said, I'm gonna place this drone right over here at the desk. Not gonna really fly it. And by desk, I mean my studio. You know, I made fun of a New York guy for his mobile studio at Flushing Meadows Park, and look what I'm doing. This is my mobile studio here, just on the other side of Brooklyn. But that's an inside joke. The New York guys will know. But we got the Mavic 3 just sitting there, and we have the ND16 installed. And let me show you the screen. I know I should probably be doing a screen recording, but let me just show you the screen here. As you can see, we are at a white balance of 5500. We have the shutter at 4K 30, the frame rates, I mean, at 4K 30. Shutter is at 1/60, and the f-stop is 2.8. And look at this image. Let me record. I'm not going to fly this drone, and I'm not gonna show you footage of this drone flying, because that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is we wanna see if there's any color casting on this image, and there really, I don't think there really isn't any. Now, a good way to tell is by making your image dark. So let's bump up this shutter. Let's bump up this shutter, and let's see. Look, at 5.6, the image is still the same. Whether it's the corners or the center of the camera, the image still looks the same. Even at 2.8, even if we adjust the shutter here, we increase the shutter, the image looks good. It's not falling apart. It doesn't have that color casting. So that's what I mean by you want to buy quality filters. You can go on Amazon, you can go on eBay, and there's so many different brands that has filters, that offer filters, and sometimes at half the cost. But the problem is you're gonna get all sorts of tinting on your video, whether it's a photo. Well, first of all, you should never really take photos with filters on unless you're trying to achieve a long exposure. But for video, you're gonna see that tint around the edges, and you're gonna see those color casting as well around the edges. And I'll demonstrate on my camera here. Here I have a variable filter installed, and it's from a different company, not Freewell. And when I adjust this, you're gonna see that there is a tint. Let me do that right now, actually. So I'm gonna go wide and I'm gonna go dark here. And as you can see on the edges, you may or may not see on the edges, I have a cast. And that's the problem with some of these filters, is that it gives you that tint, and you really don't wanna get that tint on your footage. I really don't know what else I can say about these filters. If you wanna get a great quality filter, Freewell is the way to go. I mean, it's just, there's no other way that I can explain it in the video. I do want to give a big shout out to Tony. So Tony over from Freewell, always thinking about me and sending me these filters for every product. Tony, I know that I got to make a filter video for my mirrorless cameras. I'm going to be doing that. Guys, I shoot with several different cameras, and that's one of the things that I want to change in 2023 is to start showcasing and leveraging the different cameras that I use for my YouTube channel. I got the Sony A1. Today I'm shooting with the Sony A7 IV. I have the Sony A7R4, the Canon 1DX Mark II and III, the Canon 5D. Just all fantastic cameras, and then all fantastic glass to match it. And you want to make sure that you put a quality filter on your cameras, on your lenses, so that way you're getting the best out of your image. You're buying the best gear, such as the Mavic 3, whether it's the Classic, the Pro, or the Cine. You have the best gear. Make sure you match that with the right filters for your camera. That's really all that I have for you today. Maybe in the future we can demonstrate what the ND1000 will do in terms of a hyperlapse during the day, and then also the light pollution filter, which is another fantastic filter to have for your Mavic 3. So thank you guys. If you have any question about filters, go ahead and drop them in the comment section below. Also, I have links to all of these products in the description. Go ahead, check them out, and I promise that you won't be disappointed. Happy New Year again. And my name is Eddie from New York. Peace.
We're driving cars on a Mars tonight. We're blasting off to the